All right, everyone, welcome back. Ready for another deep dive?
Always ready.
Awesome. Well, today we're taking a look at something that honestly, at first glance, might not seem that exciting.
Oh, right,
Yeah, like really, shortcut keys in Excel.
right.
But stick with us here because this deep dive, we found something that is honestly kind of a game changer.
I agree.
It's all about a specific shortcut key combination. Control plus Shift plus Enter.
Now, see, there you go. That sounds a little more interesting.
I know. So this shortcut key combo, we found it in some recent articles about Excel tips and tricks. And the more we read about it, the more we realize there's something pretty special here.
Yeah,
It's not just about, doing something faster. It actually unlocks a whole other level of functionality in Excel.
definitely. Because what the shortcut does is it activates array formulas.
Okay, array formulas, hit me with it. What are those all about?
So let's imagine you're working with a ton of data in Excel. Like you've got rows and rows of numbers,
Right.
and you need to do some pretty complex calculations. Like maybe you need to multiply values across multiple rows and then add up the results. Traditionally, you'd probably end up creating a whole bunch of separate formulas, right?
Yeah, it sounds about right. Gets pretty messy pretty fast.
Exactly. But with an array formula, you can actually do all of that in one single formula.
Wait, so one formula to rule them all?
Pretty much. It's like condensing a whole paragraph of instructions into one powerful sentence.
Okay, that's kind of blowing my mind a little bit.
Yeah.
Can you give me a real-world example of how this would actually work, though?
Sure. I think that example we were looking at about calculating revenue was a good one.
Oh, yeah, with the product quantities and prices.
Right. So let's say you've got a spreadsheet with 3 columns: product, quantity, and price. You got like hundreds or even thousands of rows for all your different products, right?
Right, right.
And you want to find the total revenue. Normally, you'd have to like multiply the quantity in each row by its corresponding price, and then you'd have to add up all those individual results. It's tedious.
Yeah, totally. You'd be there all day.
Right. But an array formula could do that entire calculation, all that multiplying and adding, in one single step.
Wow. Okay, so you're telling me I can basically turn a multi-step calculation into a one-liner.
Essentially, yeah. It's a huge time saver, and it also makes your spreadsheets a lot cleaner and easier to understand.
All right, I'm sold. But there's one thing that's been bugging me a little. I was reading about some of the newer features in Excel, and I got the impression that some of these newer versions can actually handle some array formulas automatically, even without the Control plus Shift plus Enter.
You're definitely right about that. Excel is getting more sophisticated, and in some simpler cases, it can recognize when you're trying to do an array calculation and handle it without the need for that specific shortcut.
Okay, so does that mean this shortcut is becoming obsolete?
Not necessarily, because even though Excel's getting smarter, understanding the concept of array formulas and knowing how to use the shortcut gives you a deeper understanding of how Excel works.
Yeah.
It's like you can drive an automatic car just fine, but knowing how a manual transmission works gives you more control and flexibility.
Right, right. It's like knowing what's going on under the hood.
Exactly. Plus, there are still a lot of cases, especially when you're dealing with really complex calculations, where you'll absolutely need to use Control plus Shift plus Enter to create the array formula you need.
So it's kind of like having a secret weapon in your back pocket.
I like the way you think. Now that you're aware of this shortcut and what it can do, it makes you wonder what other possibilities are hidden within Excel. What other seemingly tedious tasks could be simplified with the power of array formulas?
Yeah, that's a great point. So for anyone listening who's ready to take their Excel skills to the next level, this is definitely something worth exploring. We'll include some links in the show notes to resources where you can learn more about array formulas and start experimenting.
Absolutely. Go forth and conquer those spreadsheets.
And until next time, happy calculating.
See you then.
Bye.
Bye.